With the 13th pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
The 1996 NBA Draft isn't just considered great, it's considered legendary. A draft class so deep and talented, it reshaped the league and left a legacy that still echoes today. 4 Hall of Famers, 4 MVP awards, 12 championship rings, a Chinese god, and the most iconic basketball magazine cover of all time. In this video, we're diving deep into the most iconic names from that night, the stories that made them legends, and just how much impact they made. But before we get into that, why was a certain someone missing from that cover of Slam magazine?
The best draft class of all time.
Yo, this picture looks good and it's dope, but it's just something wrong with the picture. You're staring at it looking for Waldo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking at it, then you're like, yo, where's AI at?
I don't know. Allen Iverson got sent home. He was scheduled to do something else.
They couldn't get him to come.
We're still trying to figure out which Chuck was. We don't know which Chuck was that day.
I wanted to always clear that up. But I never had the platform to do that, so thank you. I don't know. I don't know where I was. I don't know how I missed it. I don't remember being that young and not as mature as I, am now or should have been. I might have blew it off. I don't know.
Let's rewind to June 26, 1996. The Philadelphia 76ers are on the clock with the first overall pick, and they take a kid from Georgetown who would change basketball forever.
With the first pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Allen Iverson from Georgetown University.
And there you see backstage Allen Iverson, the Georgetown sophomore. Ann and Steve, mom and dad. Family and friends back there. And what a tremendous moment that is for a kid. You think about all the nights, all the mornings that you had to get up early.
Iverson, at Georgetown, was electric, undersized but unstoppable. His patented crossover had kids all over the world trying to shake people.
He turned his back on the basket. He takes this thing, now watch it get to protect it. He just turns all the way and just throws it back over the top. And he didn't know what hand to shoot it with.
Boubacar,
Oh, no, that's a young fella with a 2-hand.
Playing above the rim, and Georgetown trails.
It's been intentionally fouled. Officials get a little sensitive. Iverson just makes this steal there.
They're going to have to get Martin back into the game. Texas Tech, Iverson reverse layup, and it's good.
Yeah, Iverson anticipated. A little bit, actually, it was a miscue with Corey Smith stepping out, knocking the ball free, but Iverson able to get there, change direction, and still protect it. They got it.
Toy is running. Nice look inside.
You're now seeing Georgetown being able to finish. You see right there, Al running, able to get the finish with the pass from Iverson. Arkansas is the lowest remaining seed in the tournament.
Iverson sliding in. Pass with a 4-3 lead. Iverson slides up the basket.
Come back here. He just coming there like that. He shakes him up a little bit. Carmelo reaches, that's the mistake. But here's the second. Don't get there too late, Mr. Camby.
When he hit the NBA, it wasn't just his play that turned heads, it was his presence. As his game evolved, so did his look. Tattoos, baggy clothes, the swagger. He even had his mum braid his hair on the bench. The league had never seen anything like it. He didn't just influence the game, he influenced culture. In fact, it's often said that Iverson's style played a role in the NBA introducing a stricter dress code in the 2000s. But, above all else, he was a baller. From day one.
What a move! Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson through his legs.
Oh,
he makes Antonio Daniels
drove him to the hard one. trying to bust a move on him. Wow, he breaks his ankles and trails it.
Iverson, ankle breaker, and a foul call.
Iverson crosses over against Brown.
Iverson with the ball, he's got 13. Iverson's got 6 assists. What a move inside by Allen Iverson.
The second pick in the '96 draft, Marcus Camby, became one of the best shot blockers of his era. Long, athletic, and disruptive on defense, Camby eventually won Defensive Player of the Year in 2007 and led the NBA in blocks 4 times. While he never quite lived up to number 2 pick expectations offensively, his defensive impact helped teams like the Knicks and Nuggets make deep playoff runs. Third overall pick of the '96 draft went to the Vancouver Grizzlies, who selected 6'9" wing Sharif Abdur-Rahim, an underrated forward who quietly averaged over 20 points per game for most of his early career, and ended up third in the running for the Rookie of the Year, behind Iverson and Marbury. The Grizzlies were one of the NBA expansion teams and were just a year old when they drafted Abdur-Rahim, who was both the Freshman of the Year and Player of the Year coming out of California, the first Pac-10 player to do so. Abdur-Rahim was instantly the best player on the Grizzlies team, averaging 18.7 points a game his rookie season. He was consistent, smooth, and skilled. While he never played on a championship contender, his individual numbers stood the test of time. He did, however, win Olympic gold at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. He's one of those great players who would fit into any NBA era and doesn't get talked about enough. Stephon Marbury was the 4th overall pick out of Georgia Tech and dazzled with the style that New York point guards are famous for. In November 1995, he faced off against a fan favorite from his draft class.
Some heroes. I like to talk about guys that don't get a lot of recognition. Play off them to try and give help on the inside. What is the turnover?
Marbury lost it. Iverson has it, and he scores over Berry.
I'll tell you, what explosiveness. I watched that step to the basket as a rebounder.
There is Victor Page, the freshman out of McKinley Tech in D.C.
Averaged about 33 points a game when he played at high school.
And so Ringy losing it. Here's Harpering on the transition.
And Harpering off the pass for Marbury, but created by the steal. Bobby Clemens does a little damage.
There's a bit of a jumper from the line. He couldn't get it to go. Here comes Iverson.
Look at that speed from one end of the floor to the other. Oh, great move. He just goes the length of the court, coast to coast, explodes to the basket. Oh, I got to keep him happy.
There's a steal. Marbury takes it away.
Marbury strips him.
They don't have numbers, 2 on 3, but he did draw the foul. He had Harrington and Bubaka Jr. out of.
Oh, what a nice look right there. Give the assist created by Mr. Marbury. Great eyes.
Too much traffic.
A little bit out of control against the 5-man defense.
Marbury. Oh, look at him.
What a great challenge. Oh, hello, New York. I'm home, baby. New York, New York. I'm home in a big city. Little 20-second timeout.
Score. Marbury got to a 1-point game with 9-10 before halftime. Iverson with a big step.
Oh, what a great step to the basket.
He was pumped after that one. Here's Iverson from Williams.
Nice look.
Baseline, Owinji.
Owinji gets the dude. You're in major trouble.
But in 12 and a half minutes, Tech has only turned it over 6 times.
Oh, what a nice look. Look at that pass. Marbury to Harpering. I mean, it's an excellent look. I'm watching a diaper dandy. A kid has played 3 college games.
Look at Iverson answer. That's 8 for him.
He says, Marbury, anything you can do, I can do better.
He's got 8. Marbury has 6. They each have a couple of assists and a couple of turnovers.
And they're both great players, both great talents. You talk about point guards. I think, number one, today, if I'm coaching in college, I want to get me a great point guard. Look at that play right there. Oh, take a look, America. I mean, look at that shaking and baking it.
Pass of Page intended for Harrington. Othello will go down low and post up again.
Well, at least on the inside, they were really concerned about trying to handle Othello, but they're going to get a little help because they're not getting the ball inside to Othello.
And the threes are being traded now like commodities.
And you certainly see it.
Hoyas by 5, 2.5 to go. Drew Berry has not scored. He's playing hurt.
He really is playing hurt. He's not playing. He can barely now lift it back in defensive transition. Look at the high rise, the Skywalker, the little guy, Allen Iverson. What a team they had that won the gold medal in Japan with Kittles and Allen and Tim Duncan and Lorenzen Wright. I can't wait to see Wright this week. Ray Allen told me, he said he's probably the best big man I've played with. He said, I love Lorenzen Wright.
Iverson has 13 now. Marbury, nobody open, took the 3 and missed. And Victor Page will run with it. Marbury snuffs it out and gets the INT.
Now he's got to create the opportunity by attacking.
Right past Iverson.
I'll go right to the knee with Marbury and Iverson.
There's Berry with the steal.
Get it to Marbury.
3 on 2. He does.
Get it to Marbury. Oh, he doesn't finalize.
Got the foul, though. Yellow Jackets hanging around. Hoyas by 3. Left baseliner won't go for Victor Page. Harpring tried to go off to the races, but he forgot the rock. And here's Iverson.
And they didn't forget the rock. They know where to get it. It's a move by Williams on the interior. He said, I never talked to Alonzo Mourning and Ewing about possibly leaving early or Mutombo. He said, hey, he's limping. There's no question.
Marbury running the offense. Maybe Berry can make a shot or 2 outside. Oh, Dad would be proud of that one.
Well, he was able to get some ink. He deserves ink.
Here's Page. Here's Iverson. Here's
selfish. Little 2-man game. Iverson says, I got to take care of Victor.
That's his 2nd field goal tonight. Back to 9 it goes for the Hoyas. Marbury trying to make too much happen, and Iverson stuffed him.
Yeah, he claws the jump ball, alternate possession.
They will get it back, but that play will do a little psychological damage, maybe.
No, it goes over to Georgetown in basketball.
Okay, they had the arrow going the other way. Now they fixed it.
And deservedly so. I'd like to say, I said this last year, that was a great defensive play. Iverson head-to-head with all the experiences. Come on, Mr. Marbury. This is not high school. This is the big one.
Iverson, Jackets chasing him everywhere. And finally a foul.
He's starting to dominate. I got my family here.
There's Page from Iverson. Victor has 15.
I just thought that was an emotional decision. They were so down as Othello starting to get involved offensively. Georgetown really getting now some
DC area guys, don't you?
Oh, they're athletic.
Underneath Marbury and a nice finish by Matt Harper.
Marbury creates.
Iverson.
Yes, sir. A great bounce off the floor. It's like a Spalding ball. A tremendous bounce.
You know, he didn't exactly flush that jam. He got a little iron with it.
Yeah, he got some iron.
Here's Berry. Oh, nice. Marbury, that's his first basket in the 2nd half.
Nice look by Barry.
Iverson spins it.
I'll tell you one thing. He kept
12 points and 11 boards, but tonight, virtually nothing.
And he's really one of the favorites down here. All the people love him, chanting, Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. There's no chant of Eddie, Eddie here tonight.
The man out of LaSalle had a rude homecoming tonight. Iverson handling it and getting tripped.
And Iverson's won the matchup head-to-head with Marbury. Even though Marbury's made some, really has shown some flashes of brilliance, and gives the kid an A+ for having the guts and heart to stay on that court.
Iverson and Marbury staring each other down here.
Iverson played in high school with Tony Rutland, who plays. Look at the left hand. Oh! And that's George Mikan style. That's John Thompson style. Big Joe was a left-hander. Othello with the left-handed sweeping hook shot. A shot that doesn't exist in college anymore.
You know, he's got 12 of his 14 in the second half.
Oh, what a pass. Hello. Warm up the boss, Bobby C. Get him to the little coaching know-how.
Marbury, high off the glass, and Stephon has only
Georgetown on the glass.
Iverson running into traffic. Harpring leads a 3-on-1. Page the only man back. Nothing he could do. Nice assist from Marbury.
You sit down and you rest, Allen. You get ready for Friday night.
Page and Iverson have combined for 47 points tonight. Underneath, and it'll be a very decisive 22 points.
Sponsored by And One when he joined the league, he brought Coney Island streetball to the masses in a way few others had. He had handles, creativity, and attitude, and dropped a career-high 50 against the Lakers in 2001. He had stints at the Timberwolves, the Nets, the Knicks, the Suns, and even the Celtics. But it was his second act that truly stood out. After leaving the NBA, Marbury went to China and became a superstar, multiple-time CBA champion, and even has a statue there. Dennis Rodman spoke at the unveiling. From Coney Island to Beijing, Marbury made his mark. And that rivalry we saw in college, it didn't go away.
Stephon Marbury are sick. That's what it's written here. And that's meant as a compliment. First quarter, Marbury driving, Iverson blocking him from behind. Now off the turnover. Sixers. Outlet to Iverson. He's going. Doug West trying to stop him. Not going to work. Fouled him instead. Iverson had 17 points, 4 assists. The game tied at 17-4 to 100. Marbury had 24 to lead Soda plus 9 assists. Stackhouse 34 for Philly in the loss. The win for Minnesota put the team back over 500 for the season. Garnett was the high man among all the tall men on the boards with 12 points. He also had 3 assists. Allen Iverson had 17 points to Marbury's 24 in their first matchup. And here was the basketball talk after that.
It's just going to be a rivalry like Magic and Bird. It's going to go on for about 15 more years. So, I mean, it's going to be, we're going to win some, we're going to lose some. You know, he's going to score more, I'm going to score more. He's going to have more assists, I'm going to have more assists. He's going to get a steal like I got a steal. It's all going to come down to a lot of situations, but it's always going to be a classic, and it's starting right now.
I'm going to see Stephon a lot more in my career. So, I mean, it was a great experience for me. It was fun. Me and him are close friends. So, it was fun. It's something we'll talk about, you know, for a while. But, you know, they got to get ready to come back to Philly in a couple of days. So, you know, right back at it again.
Marbury and Allen Iverson met on a professional basketball court for the first time Tuesday, and they did not disappoint. Marbury scored 13 of his 24 points in the last 5 minutes, 52 seconds of the game, and his T-Wolves outscored the Sixers 21-3 during that stretch, 2 deep 6 the Sixers. Iverson scored 17 points before fouling out, proving his point that perhaps less is not more, a trap we all fall into sometimes, Allen, as we just saw moments ago. Iverson, beauty crossover on Marbury, hits the layup off the glass. Marbury trying to answer, and he does. Over Clarence Weatherspoon. Marbury had 20, but T-Wolves down 16 after the first. Iverson to Jerry Stackhouse for the reverse flush. Stackhouse with 26, Sixers up 61-46 at the half. And then Iverson with another crossover dribble that'll just break your ankles even watching. Iverson had 24 points. Sixers win 109-95. Stackhouse 26. And he also posted a season-high 9 assists, including this little doozy about the T-Wolves. Quote, "That team's not better than us. We play them 10 times. We'll beat them 9 times. Well then, the point guard numbers. Iverson 24 points, 8 assists. Marbury 20 points, 8 assists.
I think about it, you know, because I want the award. You know, I really want the award for myself because I feel I deserve it. But all the rookies and that came in should feel like, you know, they deserve the award.
I think that he's having a better year as far as statistical. We're winning, but, I mean, if you're going to base it on performances, I think that he should win it. But, you know, if you're basing on being an impact player, I think it'll probably be more in favor to me being that, you know, we won. We 12 plus from last year.
The Stephon Allen debate over. We now check out the numerals, the resumes, if you will. Iverson averaging more points than Marbury. Each boasts similar shooting percentages. Marbury averages a half an assist per game more. And, of course, Iverson almost your league leader in turnovers. Not shown here, however. Team records, no comparison there, despite what Stackhouse might think.
Iverson You don't know which way he's going to go.
Forget about it. Iverson for two.
Or what he's going to do.
Iverson, feet behind the back, got the layup, and he's fouled.
54 counter, 54 counter.
Well, with Stephon, I mean, he looks like he's been in the league a lot longer than just 1 year. He understands the game. And with those guys, it makes me feel old.
And when the league's hottest young point guards meet head-on, the results can be explosive.
Here they come. Marbury, Iverson, no, who, yes. Iverson and Marbury right away. The crossover is shown, and Allen has his way. Marbury stutters to baseline drive, reverse, yes. Iverson has Marbury, crosses over, strong to the goal for two.
Taking charge in Minnesota, Marbury helped lead the rejuvenated Timberwolves into the playoffs in just his rookie season, while Iverson emerged as one of the league's most exciting players and was named the NBA Rookie of the Year. And as their careers progress, these two rising stars will bring a fresh spirit to the league as they continue to thrill NBA fans.
Next came Ray Allen. Pure shooter, smooth stroke, incredible collection of Jordan player exclusives. He eventually broke the NBA's all-time three-point record and won championships with both the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. And oh yeah, he also starred as Jesus in Spike Lee's He Got Game with Denzel Washington. That film, about a Coney Island native headed to the NBA, sound familiar? Dropped in 1998, 2 years after he was drafted, but it helped cement Ray Allen as a household name, both on the court and in pop culture. Before Steph Curry, he was the leading three-point scorer in NBA history. He currently ranks third on the NBA's all-time three-pointers list. But here's something you may not know. In his early career, he wasn't just shooting the ball. He also entered the dunk comp in 1997, finishing fourth. He wasn't just a great shooter. He was the shooter. Oh, and he also had a rivalry with the guy in Philly, too. In this 2001 playoff game, they combined for 89 points between them.
The steal, Williams.
Road in this environment with the crowd so frenzied.
Cassell falling away. Sam Cassell puts it in. 3-2 in the series.
Is Philadelphia going to come and give help when Cassell rolls into that low post against Iverson?
And
Williams.
And
2 times now.
These guys have to avoid that kind of attitude and reaction. Iverson with 8 on the clock.
Iverson hits the 3, and he had missed his last 17.
That the numbers are not going to come tonight when you need to have a win. Williams open.
Scott Williams able to knock it down. Yet he already has 8.
Now the Sixers have been pretty good by not making turnovers. Iverson for another 3.
Back-to-back threes for Allen Iverson, and the Sixers with their first lead in the early going.
And Rodman and Pippen would be all over those offensive glass.
Iverson, Allen gets up on him.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty good now. He's dancing around that line. Gets a foul.
Offensive foul on Allen Iverson.
Well, there is no love lost between
their chances. This is the 3rd turnover.
Nice pass.
Cassell blocked by Mutombo. Good transition defense.
Phenomenal Mutombo.
Iverson short. Tyrone Hill. 10 rebounds. Everyone is ready for a big postseason. But as Bill mentions, he's been very quiet in this series. Allen knocks down his first field goal.
But you have to, you have to.
That's so strong, but they can't control their defensive backboard.
Irvin Johnson had it knocked out of his hands and gets knocked to the floor. Iverson exploding underneath and a foul. Chance for a 3-point play for Allen Iverson, who now has
forced Allen Iverson to change direction. Robinson to the bench, Tim Thomas in.
Off the tip, Iverson.
You talk about the big stuff.
Knocked away, good help defense.
With the big man, Scott Williams, pounding the floor for Milwaukee.
Nice crossover move. Oh, Ray Allen with a beauty. And did that time.
Now remember, the team that has made the most turnovers has lost the ball game, and that has been Milwaukee.
And short Irvin Johnson, who's come out very strong in this one with his 4th rebound.
Eric Snow's running gait is painful to watch.
Allen for 3. Oh, for the first time.
Philadelphia is putting some much-needed defensive pressure full court.
Allen, another 3.
A better interior scorer than Hill is.
Shot clock is turned off. Allen goes inside. Ball knocked away. Johnson on the follow. McCullough the rebound. And the buzzer will sound. Ray Allen very upset. He felt he was hacked on that last drive.
On it. Who would be more formidable? You guys went 0-2 against Milwaukee. Would they be tougher?
Well, we went 0-2 against them. We split with Phil.
Oh, no response.
I thought you were talking to Mike.
Good defense from Hunter. Iverson, tough shot, way short. And here come the Bucks again. Ray Allen spotting up for three. Bang! 19 consecutive points for Ray Allen. Hunter. Tim Thomas for three. Everything going Milwaukee's way.
Gotta just ram it down their throats.
Happy who just picked up the last foul, battling Tyrone Hill. Tough shot.
You're going to get hurt. Milwaukee guilty of it that time because Tyrone Hill was wide open, big dog.
And Robinson. McKee. Hill left open, and Tyrone Hill answers.
When Tyrone Hill makes here in the quarter for Hill, he's a guy that's doing all of the offensive damage.
Robinson again. Largest lead of the game for the Bucks. Tyrone Hill. Jermaine Jones, excellent defense from Milwaukee. That's a three, and Aaron McKee able to put it in for his first
shot. Left, they got to come out, they got to compete.
Which is why if you're Milwaukee, you just come out and pound up and down that court.
And the 4 of 9, Allen continues to roll along with the big dog, and Allen in the corner for three.
Ray Allen again.
Got to go straight up and release the ball.
But he's shooting 27% for the series.
Forget about the series. You don't make shots.
Iverson trying to get back past Ray Allen. McKee, nice ball fake, and able to put it in.
And that score on that jumper, and they had to use the entire shot clock to do it. And here's Ray Allen.
Another three! Ray Allen! All right, Jim. Glenn Robinson kicking out. Allen. Oh, Ray Allen picks up where he left off.
Actually, the price. They want to get back to Philadelphia style of ball. They know that they're going to be in a game 7, and they got to start doing things. They don't quit. So even though they're down by this big number, they've seen themselves come back. Ray Allen on the break.
Counted and a foul. Ray Allen putting on a show.
Ray Allen is just throwing the playbook out the window.
Jermaine Jones able to put it in. The Bucks faced elimination twice in the Eastern Conference semifinals against Charlotte. Won both those games as Iverson knocks it down.
Cassell is a young 31.
Iverson, pretty move from Iverson, and he gets the roll. Now, we said this earlier in the play. In a game 6 when they trailed 3 games to 2. 7 on the shot clock. Iverson bump, forces it up. Mutombo the rebound, and able to dunk it. And the Bucks just beating the Sixers to the loose balls tonight. Robinson hits a three.
Ball to the bucket, and has a guy that will penetrate a lot. McKee against the clock.
2 on the shot clock, but Mutombo able to drop it in.
Milwaukee is freewheeling. You see how easily they're moving the ball. People are wide open.
Tim Thomas.
The only thing about this is it makes it even. And they still have to win one more game, and really to have a true celebration. Nice drive.
How many you get beat by, it's how you get beat.
But each game in these kind of series is Raja Bell hits a 3. Knew Iverson would want to come back in the game.
The question is, would Larry Brown let him?
And Iverson quickly hits a jumper. Robinson. Good defense from Raja Bell. 2 on the shot clock. Lindsey Hunter nails one. Out.
Did a much better job.
Nice strip by Ollie. 3 on the clock for Allen.
Allen off the mark with Camby Mutombo.
Back to the basket post-up game. Not the strength for Ray Allen.
Iverson hits a 3. Allen Iverson. This is from snapper.
Well, I knew Bill didn't know it, but I helped him out.
What are you talking about?
McKee. Oh, nice move from Aaron McKee. But remember, Milwaukee won a game this year. Iverson comes up short. They were playing in Miami. They were down by 21. And a foul! 9 points already in the quarter, and we haven't even played 3 minutes in the period. And a steal! Iverson will not go away. Puts it in and one.
And they're giving Philadelphia a little bit of life. Iverson for another three.
Hooks it in. Allen Iverson from downtown. It's a 13-point game. If you're Milwaukee, that clock seems like it stopped about a half an hour ago.
Well, what Milwaukee's got to do is get somebody to make a shot. All right, let's see if Milwaukee can get back some rhythm right now. Everything is gone. Ray Allen for three.
Allen answers back. Bell left wide open but can't connect. Raja Bell getting big minutes. McKee inside lays it in, and it's back. Nice step out, Mutombo.
Again, see, this is what gets the Bucks in trouble right here. A lot of dribbling, and then they got a hope. Ray Allen.
George Karl loves the freelance pick and roll out really high. Ray Allen able to capitalize. Iverson gets inside and foul.
My.
And it's
open. Take it inside.
Raja Bell knocks it away. Robinson, second effort. Puts it in. Glenn Robinson with a big shot.
So they want to make sure that they either get a good look at the hoop or they get to the free throw line.
Iverson. Mutombo. Mutombo again. Continuing the offense. Watch it.
Now, if you're Milwaukee, you don't panic. You've got the advantage. You just got to make sure you get the ball to guys where they can get a look at it.
Momentum. But he's always had a guy on him where he's a much better shooter. Iverson gets in there. He thought he was fouled, able to 15 as they run out of time here at the Bradley Center. Iverson, nice feed. Mutombo stuffs it in.
Philly?
It's going to need to carry on. Unless they get him some tickets and bring him to...
And they won't hear any of it.
Regardless of the crowd, Sunday's game will be the 100th game of the season for both the exciting game and a right to go to the NBA Finals and face the LA Lakers.
Buford for three.
And Hunter will dribble it out. A tremendous comeback attempt by the Sixers.
The sixth pick of the draft was Antoine Walker, a flashy forward with range and confidence. He attended Mount Carmel High School, where he played with future NFL quarterback Donovan McNabb. At school in Kentucky, he led his team to the NCAA championship. He spent his first 6 seasons with the Boston Celtics, later playing for Dallas, Atlanta, and a second stint in Boston before moving to the Heat, where he won an NBA title in 2006, before finishing his career in Minnesota. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. After his career, Walker faced serious financial struggles. He reportedly earned over $100 million during his career, but declared bankruptcy in 2010 due to poor investments and gambling debts. A cautionary tale off the court. But on the court he could play. The name that echoes louder than any from this draft: Kobe Bryant. Drafted as a teenager, 13th overall by the Hornets, traded immediately to the Lakers. Jerry West saw the brilliance before anyone else. The rest is basketball history. 5-time NBA champion, league MVP, 2-time finals MVP, 18-time All-Star. The Olympics, the dunks, the buzzer beaters, 81 points, the Achilles, jumping over the car. His final game. You know what he gave to us. But back then, a 17-year-old kid with a dream. He became one of the most iconic players in the history of sports, but in 1996, he was just a kid from Lower Merion High School.
With senior superstar Kobe Bryant aboard for the 1995-96 season, the Lower Merion coaching staff knew that there would be no team in the area that would attract more attention than the Aces. The pressure would be high from the start, and so would the expectations. Knowing this, Coach Greg Downer got Lower Merion prepared for the season right away with a game against superpower Roman Catholic at Drexel University. The game would prove to be a seesaw battle throughout, with Donnie Carr leading a balanced Roman Catholic attack and Bryant doing the same for the Aces. Roman jumped an early lead, and Downer quickly called timeout.
Get up, y'all. Hey, next time down. Next time down. Let's go double top. Double top. Come on, y'all. All right, let's go. Defense, y'all. 1, 2, 3, defense.
The timeout proved effective, as sophomore Dan Pangrazio nailed this three and was fouled. Then Kobe stole this pass intended for Carr and finished with the emphatic one-handed slam. Seconds later, Kobe again on the steal, finding Omar Hatcher for another layup and a foul. And before the half was over, senior Oral Williams made the biggest contribution of his career and the Aces cheerleader sensed LM was back in it. Down 4 in the third, Kobe hit for 2 of his 30 points right here, but it would not be enough. Roman would win the game, but Lower Merion showed a full house that they would be a team to be reckoned with during the season. In fact, the Aces shook off a 4-3 start to win 21 straight games, advancing to the contest everyone was waiting for, a match with Chester in the District 1 Quad A final at the DuPont Pavilion, a game that would not have happened without the heroic shooting of Pangrazio in the district quarterfinals against Norristown. Chester entered the game with great confidence, but the Aces were unified and confident they could avenge for last year's 27-point loss to the Clippers. Dabney helped trigger the intensity with this district Griffin, while Pettit would work hard on the boards to combat Chester's 2 6'7" centers. Down 7 at the half, the third quarter belonged to the Aces. Kobe Bryant played perhaps his best all-around game of the season. Here he gets the block on one end, and then the pretty assist to Griffin on the other. That'll set the stage for junior forward David Rosenberg, who made the most of the biggest opportunity of his career, first finding Griffin on the no-look, then finding KB after the impressive ball fake, resulting in this resounding slam. When Kobe nailed this three-pointer, the Aces had completed an incredible 21-5 run and gave them a 9-point lead. Hand-holding on the bench gave the Aces enough impetus to make their foul shots and win their first district title since 1978. Next, it was the state playoffs, where LM was hoping to go farther than last year's second-round exit. In Pottsville, the site of their 1995 loss to Hazleton, Lower Merion exploded with a 40-point win over intimidated Scranton. The Aces played their best defense of the year, holding Scranton without a point until 5 minutes were left in the second quarter. Meanwhile, the opponents had no answer for the Aces, any of them, including 5'4" senior guard Leo Stacy, who scores here on the layup. The win put everybody in a good mood, but even Kobe Bryant knew that everything would be serious again soon, in fact against Chester 2 games later. Before one of the largest crowds ever to witness a game at the Palestra, the Clippers and Aces battled from start to finish in one of the most action-packed games ever played there. Prior to the game, Chester coach Fred Pickett said that Pangrazio had never done anything against them. Well, the sharpshooter proved him wrong. Meanwhile, Bryant delivered as always with a startling 39-point performance. But down the stretch, Pangrazio injured his ankle, and turnovers helped Chester tie the game. Thus, it came down to this: John Linehan versus Emery Dabney. And Dabney won, sending the game into overtime. In the extra period, Bryant got the joint buzzing, zipping through Chester's Olay defense for a monster jam that would put the Aces in the Quad A championship game against Erie Cathedral Prep. Coming off the emotional Chester win, the Aces were out of sync early and needed strong performances from Griffin and Dabney just to be down single digits at the half. Upping their tempo on D, the Aces controlled the second half and went up by 2 on Hatcher's late free throws. Then Carrie Walker sealed the championship victory with this shot off the front rim, and the Aces had their first championship since 1943. The jubilation set in a scene so wonderful that you could say the whole experience was our one shining moment.
Taken 15th overall, Steve Nash had a slow start, but by the mid-2000s, he was the guy in Phoenix. 2-time MVP, the face of the 7 seconds or less Suns, and one of the best passers in NBA history. Rumor has it, he would wander the grounds of Santa Clara University dribbling a tennis ball to improve his game. He changed how point guards played. He went on to play 18 NBA seasons and still ranks as one of the top players in NBA history in career three-point shooting, total assists, and assists per game, with stints at Phoenix, Dallas, and the Lakers. Even after retirement, he was still offered contracts with both the Cavaliers and the Mavericks, which he declined. Vision, shooting, pace. Nash was a late bloomer, but he blossomed into a Hall of Famer.
Still alive! And one!
Circus shot by Steve Nash with his back to the basket.
Nash working it at the foul line, fading, firing, hitting. Now the Warriors need it.
Nice move by Nene. Good hot drop. Here comes Nash. Oh, what a move on Carter! And scores!
You know, you can say what you want.
About what?
About by Diao. That triggers the rush the other way by Nash. Oh, what a pass. Yeah!
You got to make that shot after you get that kind of stuff from Steve Nash. You can't miss it.
He had back surgery back on April 20th. Nash with the three.
And as this season goes on, that's something that you're going to have to watch for the Los Angeles Lakers. Calvin Booth is hurt. He can't get up and down the court.
Nash, oh, and a shot from Nash.
Nash, who was forced to play a perimeter game, has been able to get by John Stockton. What hand did he shoot that with? That was a left hand.
Checked by Baron Davis. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Nash into the lane with the left hand, flips it in. Magical move by Steve Nash.
Got an opportunity to take it all the way to the basket, and look at this little scoop shot. It's almost like a little flip high, way up over the paint.
Finley now on Nash. Nash takes him off the dribble. Wrap around to Stoudemire and the foul. What a pass from Steve Nash. And we'll have a timeout.
Phoenix Suns. Nash into the lane, behind the back, a gorgeous feed to Rocket Robin Lopez for the crush.
Difference of about 7 seconds, shot clock, game clock, and there is Nash again with a beautiful pass. That's 5 assists now, and Steve Nash has 10,000 assists in his great career. That puts him at number 5.
Nash to his left, pulls up for three. Absolutely! Steve Nash drains the big shot. Mr. Clutch in the fourth quarter.
They left Steve Nash wide open. You can't do this. The brain will make you pay.
10 to shoot. Bradley again.
Nice job, Steve Nash. Nice playmaking by Nash is right, and Bradley is the beneficiary.
Corey Brewer that time using his length around the basket.
Robin Lopez gets his first points of the season.
What a pass by Steve Nash. Yeah, great. Congratulations, Lopez, getting the scoring.
Weeks you might recall of the regular season as Denver charged to the playoffs. Round the back, Nash to Blake. One of the all-time greats, Steve Nash.
I mean, Steve Blake didn't have to move, just catch it and shoot it.
Nice alley-oop, Nash to Howard. And this is the largest lead. And Steve Nash with that assist just tied.
The NBA greats didn't stop there. The 1996 NBA draft also gave us sharpshooter Peja Stojaković from Serbia. 8th overall pick Kerry Kittles from Villanova, who brought his individual style to the Nets and contributed in a big way. All-star big man Jermaine O'Neal and 5-time NBA champion Derek Fisher. The 1996 NBA draft had it all. Superstars, specialists, champions, MVPs, and some unforgettable stories. When people talk about the best draft classes of all time, they usually bring up 1984, 2003, but always 1996. Let us know your favorite player from the class of '96, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBA history.